Yo, what up? What up? What up?
Good evening, everybody.
Yes, I'm here.
Give us a thumbs up if you can hear us. We want to make sure our audio is working before we get going.
I am here
with no hair.
With no hair. Yeah. Yeah. I got a haircut.
Starting May off, no hair.
Babe, it's the middle of May.
It's almost middle.
It's closer to the middle than the beginning.
I mean, it depends how you look at it.
No, you can't count if you look at it any different. All right.
So today's
today we are drinking a chocolate cherry moonshine.
Chocolate cherry, you're fancy.
It is absolutely delicious from the hills of West Virginia. It is good stuff. So yeah, I can't tell you where to buy it because that might be illegal.
It's just good stuff.
It's just good stuff, that's for sure.
All right, and so today, this week.
Well, first off, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Belated Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day to my mom, who is probably listening.
Hey, Kelly.
If not, she will be, and she'll watch it back. But also, happy birthday to my mom. Her birthday was yesterday.
Yep.
And my father-in-law's birthday was today.
Happy birthday, Dad.
So there you go. We got that in. So they will not hate us because we did not send them cards or gifts. We ain't got no money.
We are the gift.
We are the gift that keeps on giving.
And taking. It depends on how you look at it.
Yeah, there it is. All right, today.
Special guest.
We got special guests. 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
I'm tired. 2 weeks in a row. This week, we got our friends from Ciare, and you got to say it.
We got to use it.
I'm not going to do this every time I say it, but just think about me doing this every time I say it. So we got our friends from Ciare here. It's going to be a great time, great conversation, going through all their new stuff and what they got going on and what their vision is. So we got some special effects, so I'll wait.
All right, check out this video, guys.
Be back. All right. She worked all day on that. So I hope everybody loved it. She worked all day.
That was great. That was quite the intro.
Hey, we tried. I didn't try. I didn't do anything that had anything to do with it, but she did an amazing job. Great job, baby. So we got Jake and Mike here from Ciare. Jake, we'll start off with you. Introduce yourself. What do you do at Ciare? And then we'll get and have Mike do the same, and then we'll get into it.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys for having us on. First of all, I want to say that, get that out of the way. We appreciate it. We appreciate you guys taking our time. My name is Jake McClanahan. I am a marketing coordinator for BNC Speaker Group. And I am the lead of Team Ciare, which is our competitors and our builders. Pretty much my job is to show up at shows, support the team members, bring new people on, such as builders and competitors, and kind of just make sure that, everybody's having a good time. Everybody's repping the brand really well, and making sure that we're getting those W's out there at the shows because W's sell speakers.
W's do sell speakers.
So hey, that's pretty much
cool videos.
Yeah, you make cool videos.
Yep.
So you can appreciate Kim's intro.
I can 100%. Yes. So behind the scenes, I am our graphic designer for the BNC group, and I am here in America, and I am one of our videographers as well. I help out with our other videographer named James, who is amazing. He does really great stuff. Most of what you see is him shooting and him editing while I'm just in front of the camera making myself look like an idiot. So
being in front of the camera is hard work, my friend.
It is hard work. It is hard work.
Mike, talk to me, man. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't
No, you're good. You're good. I was just going to say, I think that's a good choice. If I can speak for my friends in West Virginia, maybe you'll be singing Country Roads by the end of the night.
It's quite possible.
You never know.
Here, there, or at home, I'll be singing something, I promise. Mike, talk to me, man. Where are you from?
Yes, sir.
What do you do at Ciare? I'm not where you from. I know where you're at.
Yeah, so I'm Mike Vanderbroek, also known as Mike V in the audio community. I've been in and around speakers since I was about 13. So not to age myself, but I'm coming up on almost 33 years in audio.
13
Um,
plus 33,
That's easy, man.
mm,
46.
yeah.
44, 13, no,
Well, off and
46.
on. So
Good
like,
job.
I took a break when I was in the military. So
Oh, so
there's
you're
a
more than
reason why.
46.
Yeah, I'll
You
be
look
50
good, bro.
this
You
year.
must be Italian.
I appreciate it. I just found out this last weekend that I'll be a grandfather in November. So
Oh, man, congratulations, my man. Congratulations, my brother.
appreciate it. So for Ciare, the BNC group brought me in to help to sort of steer the mobile audio effort. I do that mostly through product development, product design, working with customers to figure out where we need to head next. So we are the tip of the spear, and I like to consider myself the leading edge of that tip.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. What brand hotel does Ciare have you in? Is that a Marriott behind you that's blurred out?
Man, this is a
Randall.
Holiday Inn Express.
Oh,
So
nice.
Oh no,
He's an
bro.
expert now.
yeah,
He stayed at the Holiday Inn.
That's terrible. Holiday Inns, but we
He
team
didn't.
it's
Marriott
all
over here.
right.
He didn't
We
get to
team,
go to Panama with us and stay in the nice resort,
Oh,
yeah, I'm just
No,
unfortunately.
saying,
this
but we
is
team
fine.
Marriott over here, bro. Hey man, I
No, I'm like
appreciate
10
both of you.
minutes. Yeah, I'm
Go
10
ahead.
minutes from Eminence from here, so this is all good for me.
That's awesome, my friend. That's awesome. So I appreciate you guys being here. So I don't know who's gonna tell me this next part, but give me a little bit about the history of Ciare.
Yeah, I think that we can kind of split this a little bit. Mike's been with the company longer than I have. But the company itself, I mean, it's a long running audio company. I mean, in Europe and Italy, it's one of the most trusted audio brands in Europe. And we've only been in the US for really just over 3 years. So we're
Yeah,
fairly new over here. But
yeah.
if you talk to people over there, if you talk to people in Europe, they will tell you that we are a trusted, well-known brand over there that is one of the top of the line. So it's going to be fun to get over here and get the word kind of spread out about us, you know?
Awesome. Mike, you got something to add to that?
Absolutely. So the BNC group is, or BNC, the parent company, is about 80 years old. And Eminence, which is our Kentucky factory, is about 60 years old. So combined, I mean, we have so much pro audio experience. What they wanted to do is use all of that experience and let's bring it to the car audio market, the mobile audio market, the motorcycle market, and attack it with our decades of expertise and know-how, and basically just win. I
That's
mean,
awesome, man.
we're both win, and we are in a very fortunate position where we can leverage not only the expertise of just one company, but we have four companies within the group that we use to attack any of the markets that we go after.
So
We
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
yeah,
sorry, Mike. You said four companies. So you got BNC, Eminence, Ciare, and what's the fourth one?
18 sound.
18 Sound. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah,
Hmm.
cool.
Nice.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean
Yep.
to cut you off, but I just want to make sure
No,
I knew.
you're fine, man. You're fine. So we own about 80% of the pro audio market. Getting that last 20% is very difficult in any industry. So we said, okay, how can we branch out and tackle a new market? And here we are with Ciare going after mobile audio.
That's awesome, man. So tell me, what makes Ciare different, though? Like, I mean, we have all these other brands in the marketplace, and I don't have to
Sure.
name them because we're friends with a lot of them. But what makes you different from all of the quote unquote top folks in the current market that's been in the U.S. for maybe a little bit longer than Ciare?
Well, I can let Jake speak to the marketing aspect, but in terms of product development, product design, bringing product to market in a very fast pace, we own four factories on three continents. So we just are able to take a customer's idea, validate it, run it through a couple of, product sample tests, see if it's going to work for us, and then figure out, okay, how do we do good, better, best with that? And the best has always been the BNC or 18 Sound brand name. But with Ciare, we have a very, very good product, very well established. And what we've been doing for the last 2 years is leveraging our expertise in Kentucky to establish the Ciare Americano line. So we do have a truly made in USA product.
Nice.
Where a lot of people, I don't think there's anybody else in the mobile audio game that can actually say that.
Hey, you ain't gonna get no complaints out of me. You got something to add to that, Jake?
Yeah, absolutely. I think on the marketing side of things, I think there's really two things that make us kind of stand out. And one, it's kind of my approach of, and not just my approach, the marketing team's approach overall. As you know, we want to go to shows, we want to support people, we want this brand to be a brand that people feel like they can come to and they're welcome into. They're not feeling like an outcast. If it's somebody brand new getting into this, they can come to us with open arms and we can be like, hey, this is what you need. You want to sign up for the team? This is how everything goes. You can rep us, we can rep you, everything of that nature. But also, just like Mike was saying, it's having that direct connection. It's not, you're not talking to somebody random that doesn't work for the company or getting a automatic reply bot when you're asking, okay, what do I do about this situation with this speaker? Or when are you guys going to have this out, for example? We can go direct to the source and we can have them, Mike and Chris, talk to these builders and these dealers directly to them, and they know exactly what is going on. Instead of having to figure out a way to get a hold of somebody, you are talking to the people who made it themselves, who designed it themselves. And I feel like that is huge. I feel like that's a big thing that I don't think a lot of companies can say, that you're able to talk directly to the people who are creating the product itself. And that type of customer service, I think, sits above everything else, in my opinion.
Absolutely. So I seen Candace in the waiting room. I know she's rocking Ciare. If you got some Ciare in your bike, whether it be the infamous CT440 or other magnificent products that we're going to get to talk about today, drop us a comment about what you're running. And hey, fuck it. Tell us who built the bike for you as well. We'd like to know all those things. Candace, I ain't forgot. I owe you one. I know it's coming. Don't you worry. We'll meet in Atlanta, I believe. I think you said you're coming to Atlanta. So, but I know you've teamed up with people like Jack Jesse and his team. We've talked about doing some stuff with you guys as well. But where do you see the growth of the motorcycle audio industry, and what is, quote unquote, your vision for Ciare in this motorcycle industry?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Thank you.
For us, like, for me, it's grassroots. For us, it's grassroots. You know, since we're so young, since we're coming over fresh, and this is an Italian company, we have to be able to connect with people and not feel like they see us as trying to be bigger than what we are, because we're not. We honestly have a group of about 7 of us who are really running this entire thing. So for us, grassroots is where it's at, and starting from the bottom, getting in at these shows, connecting with these competitors, the people who we are honoring that are running our stuff. And we don't even care if you're just running 2 CT440s or if you're running a complete build with Americanos and CXIs and everything of that nature. It's getting in at those shows where people are the enthusiasts, people are the competitors. That's what they care about. Now, where we grow from there is we continue to start building these relationships. We continue to bring on amazing people like Candace and the Mistress, like Lila and Queen Kong, like Ingrid and Singwana.
Don't forget Traps.
Yep, but yeah,
Chris.
We have Chris. We have so many amazing team members, so many amazing builders, and it's only growing from here. And I think that's the biggest thing, is like making these connections. Having fun, making it fun, having a good time at shows, making people feel welcome. Like I said before, it's easy to make somebody feel like they don't know what they're talking about. Like, and it's a lot easier for us to be like, hey, it's okay if you don't know what you're talking about. Let's figure it out together. You have a problem on your build. Let's figure it out together. And that's what I said. It's just about growing this team and seeing how far it can actually go across the board. Motorcycle, car, SUV, bagger, it doesn't matter. Slingshot. We're willing to grow this team to be something really, really great.
That's what's up.
You
Mike,
guys are doing a great job too.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Sorry, he's
he literally
doing
said that was a great question. I'm sorry.
But
You're
your
fine.
team is
No.
definitely definitely growing, and you can see the work that you guys are putting in.
She just felt
Thank
like she
you.
hadn't talked in a while, guys.
I was
Mike, you
seeing
want to add?
that Christian. Yeah,
Mike
so I
and
was seeing Christian had asked a question in the comments, asking what are the
yeah.
differences for each companies. And that
Yeah, I was
actually
gonna.
that plays into our focus. So I would say 18 sound is like a Ferrari. BNC is like a Lexus, top of the line, everyday good car. Eminence is more like I would say like a Toyota. Whereas Ciare, we are experimental, right? We're just something off to the side. We're given free reign to do whatever we want to do. So what we can do is like if a customer comes to us and says, "Hey, I want this high performance 8-inch to go inside of a saddlebag, and it's got to be able to do X, Y, Z." Okay, well, I can borrow a little bit from this company, borrow a little bit from that company, and then tie it together with Eminence or do the whole thing in Eminence. I mean, we're just free to basically set up projects and attack them however we think is best. So the future of the company, I believe, is going to be not only amplifiers and electronics, where we're just getting our feet wet, but we're doing a really good job, in my opinion, but also in developing products that nobody's ever seen before.
We'll get back to the whole Ferrari Lexus thing because, well, we'll talk later, Mike. That's fine. You got anything?
No, I'll let you go.
Thank you. It's my teleprompter. So you kind of, Jake, you actually kind of rattled off some of the people that are in or are part of the Ciare team. Let's talk about some of the speakers that they're running and what that lineup looks like that you have currently for what we're here for, which is the motorcycle market. What type of speakers do you guys have for the motorcycle market? And then we'll get to what's coming for the motorcycle market.
Yeah, absolutely. I will let Mike take care of this after I say one quick thing about that. Now, everybody knows the CT440. I mean, we have people come up to us at every show we're at. It's every single person picks it up and goes, "Do you know how good this thing is?" And we go, "Yeah, we know. We know how good it is. We know how good it is." But we have a saying. We have a saying that if you have one product that everybody loves, then that's a good thing.
Sure.
If you have one product that everybody across the board agrees on is great, hey, I will take that any day of the week. So with a lot of our competitors and stuff like that, we do have full builds, but we also don't mind if somebody has other stuff than us. If somebody has Gale Force or Sound Cubed, we don't care. We don't mind about that because we want our competitors and the people who are repping our speakers and our products to go out and sound great. And if there's a hole in our lineup that we are still working on, since we're still young and we are still getting this stuff in development, if there is a hole in our series, we would love for one of our team members to fill that with something that is going to be able to get them W's at the end of the day. So like I said, the CT440 is big with the bike. CXIs are big with the bike, CXI 160 and 200. And we just had the new line of amplifiers come out and the new DSP. So I'll let Mike take over and kind of tell you more about those things.
For sure.
Yeah, so a lot of people are familiar with DSPs. Being a pro audio company, we're familiar with how far you can push a DSP. So we just launched the CDSP1. It is 6 in, 8 out, 8 channels of 31 band parametric EQ. You can do time delay on each channel. You can do channel grouping. It's very full featured. In fact, if you had a 12-volt power supply, you can even connect it to a soundbar at home and run it on your home audio system.
Nice.
So yeah, we take what we've learned from the pro audio experience and then we start to migrate that into the mobile audio experience. As far as the amplifiers go, a lot of people know that, there's only a few ways to get so much power out of a compact space. So what we try to do is minimize that as much as possible without sacrificing power, efficiency, and sound quality. So our power support amplifiers are those products. And we've only just gotten started with that. We have a 4x300 that can be bridged to 2x600. And then we've got a 3,000 watt 1 ohm stable amplifier. Both of them are roughly 6x6 by 2.5 inches. So very compact, very high output. They are fan cooled. In the future, we're going to be working towards more IP rated amplifiers, and what we're trying to move towards is like marine audio grade as well. So like IP65 rated
Okay.
amplifiers that don't require
Make-
fans, things like that.
Okay. No, I first off, I don't like to hear that 6x6x2 is small. That's the first off. just saying how I feel about 6x6x2. That's the first thing. Second thing is that I don't know. Well, I won't get into my riff about marine grade amplifiers. I mean, unless you guys are truly going after the boat market, I don't know if that necessarily translates to the motorcycle audio market, because usually a marine grade amplifier gets a little bigger. But again, that's my own riff. But no, I think what we talked about as far as the new products you have coming out, I think are going to be some pretty amazing things. They do have some sneak peeks for us, yeah. But I guess my first question is, if not only to the folks that are listening to me riff, but to you guys, what matters more, right? Does loudness matter, or does the cleanliness matter? Because that's where I get all this conversation with all the quote unquote pro audio brands is, man, my speaker's super loud, but is it clean? Or does that matter, right? Which one do you guys kind of find yourselves on? And the people in the chat, please tell me what you care about more, loudness or cleanness.
So let me interject here with my opinion. Being from a pro audio company,
yep.
Basically, if we're not loud, we're not in the stadium. And if we're not clean and clear, then people leave the stadium. So you have to be a mixture of both, and that's how we approach it.
So what do you mean by stadium? I mean, are we talking about are we talking about Coachella? Are we talking about Daytona International Speedway when Bikes and Bass Sound Bullies is doing the show? Which stadium are you referring to? Because those are two different atmospheres, right? And you're in both.
All of them.
Okay.
In the Olympics. So like BNC built speakers for the Olympics.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know how you.
I mean, that's pretty much, but he went up and said the Olympics.
Yeah. That takes it to a different.
I mean, that's. Yeah. That's a true statement. So, like, to give you an idea, so this is a product that we're about to release, and this is a forged carbon fiber speaker. We just pulled one off of the power test today, and it passed 1,000 watts for a 6.5. So, I mean, like, what we're doing is we're bringing like real world test results to not only the mobile audio market, but also all markets. And whenever we focus, something on mobile audio, what we're doing is, so like when I say marine grade, I mostly mean like waterproof, where you don't need to have a fan on it. You don't need to, it'll handle the environment no matter what the environment is. That particular speaker, for carbon fiber, it's going to be IP65 rated right off the rip. So you don't have to worry about getting it wet. You don't have to worry about power handling with it at all. You set the crossover right, you're going to be able to get over 120 dB out of one speaker.
And what's the right crossover? Because I think I'm getting this out of those. So now we'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it offline. Jake, you got something for that comment?
Yeah, absolutely. So like Mike was saying, I mean, across the board, there are so many things that we could talk about and bring up that I don't necessarily think that we are obliged to talk about or allowed to talk about. But just know that there's
anything you want to talk about.
Man. What are you talking about? I don't want to break a contract. No. There are definitely places you and people go to every day where they hear something that is being output by a BNC group speaker. Let's just say that. And some of the best places that you can go to, or events that you can go to across the country and across the world, you will hear our stuff there. You said that we talked about the tagline, "Loud never sounded so good." And I think that tagline speaks for itself because, like you were saying, everybody can be loud. You can be loud to the cows come home. And yeah, it's cool. It is cool to see stuff shake and rattle and the ground shake and everything like that. But if you talk to any of the Italian audio heads, if you talk to any of the people from Europe, and it's coming around here in the US a little bit now. You see it more and more, but you see people talk about the clarity. So we really focus on the loud without sounding harsh. Like we're really, really focused on that, like the projection, the detail, the balance of everything, the lows, the mids, the highs, putting it all together and hoping that we can put out a line that at the end of the day covers all of those across the board and just make the music sound good. I'm a music person. I was in bands for years and toured. James was in bands for years and toured. Mike is an audio head and speaker head. Chris is a huge speaker nerd and plays guitar and everything like that. We love music. I love when music sounds good. So we're not just looking for like SPL and stuff like that. We're looking to sound good and be loud while we're doing it.
Yeah, so I played trombone in the 8th grade.
Oh my God.
But the teacher said my arms were too short. So
I don't think they were talking about that kind of band.
Oh.
I think
No.
You were in jazz ensemble.
Oh, here we go.
You played the saxophone.
Let's move forward.
Oh.
Let's move along.
My bad. So, Mike, you already kind of gave a sneak peek at at one new product, right? So that's the new forged carbon fiber, which is different from a lot of people. A lot of brands actually are using a twill carbon fiber type setup, or woven, as most people would probably call it, because they don't know the proper term. I know. But what else you got over there, man? You got anything else special over there for us?
Yeah, actually. So a lot of people have been asking us for a subwoofer, and I'm going to be handing this off to Jack Jesse tomorrow.
Nice.
So this is the first Ciare Americano Duke 4-ohm subwoofer.
Nice. That's a 10-inch?
This is an 8.
Oh, it looks so much bigger on the screen.
Sure. So we're going to do 8, 10, 12, 15.
Nice.
And they'll be able to check those out in Panama or in Myrtle?
We will have samples available to show off, yeah. And we're hoping to actually launch the 8-inch at the end of the month. Very limited production quantities. Very, very limited. Probably
So
like 30 pieces of each. That's it. Yep.
When they drop, it's time to get it.
So they can get it.
Get it at Mavs.com.
There you go. You did a good job, baby. It's on the website. Well, not yet because they haven't dropped yet. But as soon as they drop, I'm sure that our webmaster will get them up there and make sure that you can buy them everywhere. So you have the forged carbon fiber 6.5. Can I see that again?
Yeah.
Sneak peek.
So this one's relatively unique. What we're doing again is using Pro Audio technology. So this 6-inch, what makes it be able to handle a true 1,000 watts of power is it has a 2-inch inside-outside voice coil that's flat wound. So it's almost like a ribbon voice coil on the inside. We actually ran one today. I tried to get up to 1,500 watts, and the glue started to, I don't know if you're familiar, when glue gets to a particular temperature, it turns into glass. And when that happens, it just shatters.
Yeah.
I think he's done that a few times.
I've done that. I didn't know that was a thing. I thought I was just fucking up. But yeah.
No, that's the thing. So right now I'm in the process of modifying the dust cap. So the dust cap's going to have an embossed Ciare logo on it. So it's going to stand out, be different than anything else.
That's my
again,
logo.
we have the inside-outside voice coil. We got the Tensleys. I don't know if you can see those, but those are, that filter is, there we go. So they're stitched and glued onto the spider. So they didn't come free when we tested it at 1,000 watts. Basically, it was just this glue joint right here. And all we got to do is use a higher temp glue. So maybe we can get this thing up to 2,000 watts power handling. Who knows?
Yeah, because we don't have an amp that can do that. So that doesn't sound like it's something that we need. Why
not have
it? Hold on one second.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, so I know that you and I spoke the other day on the phone, and there's another thing coming that you don't have a sample of, but you can talk about. I was told.
So we have 6x9s that are on their way to. We're hoping that they'll make it in time for the next show. So they need to be in my hands next Tuesday. Those are going to be forged carbon fiber 6x9s. We're going to start out with a mid-range, or mid-woofer, I should say. And then we're going to move to a coax that's going to use a ribbon tweeter. So it's going to be
you said unique. Coax. Coax 6x9 or 6.5 or 8?
Coax 6x9. That'll be the first coax. So if
And
that
then,
coax works out well, then we're going to be working on a subwoofer 6x9 that hasn't really been done in the industry for quite a while. Like a true, let's approach a 6x9 from a subwoofer standpoint. So the idea is like a 3-inch coil, 20 millimeters of X-Max, inside outside voice coil, super high power handling, low QTS. It works in a small box, large box, things like that. Yeah, we got a lot of things in the works.
so if I'm,
So
if
go ahead.
I'm sorry, if I'm your everyday rider, right? Because while this is
Yeah.
Bikes and Bass audio talk and sound bullies, folks, but at the Mavericks shop here in Carrollton, Georgia, we do a lot of everyday rider builds. What do you have for those guys?
So I think the carbon fibers are going to work out really well. They're very lightweight. Again, IP65 cone. It's actually I tested it today with a flame test, and it didn't catch fire,
Oh,
which was good.
that's a thing. You put a torch on it.
Well, I just put a lighter on it.
Upgrade. Hey,
He's all
Jake,
about
get that
fire.
man a torch, bro.
Oh, I've got a torch. I'll just take it out to the camper
Get
one
that
night.
man a torch, bro.
We'll work on it.
But yeah, so we're trying to figure out a way to do ribbon tweeters that are IP rated as well. So that way they could be for everyday riders. Very light, very compact, very high output, very wide bandwidth, and wide dispersion. The
Hey,
carbon
hold on.
fiber
Hey,
series I
Mike.
think is good. Yeah.
Mike, let's nerd out for 30 seconds here. What's the difference between a what everybody's using right now, which is a 1-inch bullet tweeter, or even a CT440 tweeter, compared to a ribbon tweeter? What is the difference between those two things?
So the ribbon tweeter is super compact. I mean, we're talking, if our CT440s are like 1 to 2 pounds of weight, even with a neodymium motor and a very large form factor, the ribbon tweeter is pretty much the polar opposite. So we're talking like roughly 1.5-inch diameter, probably mounting depth under 1 inch, sensitivity. It's not going to be, a bullet tweeter, so it's not going to hit 110 dB. It's not going to hit 105 dB, probably closer to like your classic audio 90 dB, but it's going to have high fidelity. It has a very fast diaphragm, and it's going to have super wide dispersion, where most tweeters are only going to give you roughly, I'd say, anywhere between 120 to 110 degrees of dispersion. It's going to be closer to 180 degrees. So as long as
Hold
you
on,
get those
Mike,
mounted,
Mike, hold on one second. Talk to me like I'm dumb, right? So you said some words in
oh, you're
there.
fine.
Well, I'm not dumb. I didn't say I was dumb. I said like I'm dumb. I know every fucking you said, bro. Like,
I get it.
but so talk plain, right? So like when you say things like high sensitivity, what does that mean to the normal everyday person that's got a bike out there? Maybe he's not doing it at a shop and looking for something else.
Yeah, so sensitivity is typically, 1 watt per meter.
My bad.
All right. So sensitivity is 1 watt 1 meter. That's been the classic definition for years and years. Gives you an idea as to how much output you can expect from a device with just a given input. So like our CT440s are like 100, they're crazy. They're flat, 110 dB plus. Uh, Most of your home audio, car audio, back in the day, if you came from the 90s like me, it was like 88 dB, 87 dB. So there was a huge difference in sensitivity. The ribbon tweeters are going to be less sensitive, but they're very compact. You can put them in places you can never put a CT440. You have to put a little bit more power to them, which is okay. But the benefit's going to be the dispersion. So you can walk completely off axis of the tweeter, and you're still going to have your highs. They're not going to drop like a rock above 5 kilohertz as soon as you walk outside of the dispersion angle.
All right. So we did have a question from my man Nate Sparks. He said, "What is? Hold on, let me find that question. What's the RMS going to be on those 8s?"
So I'm out of the 8s. Right now, we're conservatively looking at RMS or continuous power is the better way to look at it. So if I put him on a pro audio style power test, we put an AES signal on it and we test it for 2 hours straight. So that's all frequencies above a certain filter all the time for 2 hours. In music terms, music is only hitting your maximum output for milliseconds at a time. So I'm conservatively rating the 8s right now at 450 watts, which means if you put a 900 watt amplifier on it, you should be fine. What we're going to do, I believe, starting tomorrow, is a DC test on subwoofers, just to see, okay, at what point does the subwoofer actually hit the backplate or bottom out, right? Because that's what matters. That would also allow you to set the gains on your amplifier to a particular voltage using a simple voltometer, um, and you know whether or not you're within the limits of the subwoofer or not right out of the gate before
Yeah.
you even get to using it. So I would say 900 watts from the 8-inch is probably going to be about, I would say music power 800, 900 watts.
So someone actually asked, they're getting ready to make their grudge box, and they want to get some 8s. First off, you said they'll be hopefully ready by the end of this month.
The first 2 are done, and we validated using Clipple. So the next step is power testing, and then we should have 34 plus 4 ohms and 32 plus 2 ohms by the end of the month.
And those can be ran on the Ciare Power Sports 2000.1.
Oh, yeah.
All right, cool.
So Andy, when you see
Multiples.
the drop, make sure you get them ordered because
Yep.
there's going to be a limited supply.
Yeah, he only said 60 subs on the planet, so, well, at least in the United States. So get it at maps.com. Sign up for the newsletter. It'll be out on that, I promise. Jake, you got anything?
Oh, no, Mike pretty much covered it all. You were talking about how like your daily writer and stuff like that. We definitely have stuff just like Mike talked about coming out that's going to make things a lot easier for daily riders who maybe aren't going to competitions, that just want to have a bike that sounds nice while they're out riding around in nice weather, enjoying the night out. Until then, the Americano 6.5s, those are very popular with rider bikes. The amps, like I said, that just came out, the Power Sport amps, those can be very easy for rider bikes, since they're so compact. Those 2 things are pretty much our main focus for rider bikes right now. But as Mike said, there's going to be plenty of stuff coming up that is going to be focused on for rider bikes. I know we've talked about drop-ins and kits and everything like that. We have so much stuff going on, so many ideas that hopefully we can make everybody happy across the board, not just in the audio competition scene, not just in the pro scene, but in the general public scene as well.
And from what we
For
talked
those
about,
who do
pretty much
competition.
everything you guys have is
Sorry.
water resistant, correct? So whether it's carbon
Correct.
or not,
Yeah.
you still can withstand elements.
Yeah, because you guys have the
Correct,
Americano
yep.
line. That the Americano line is Aquafina tested.
Foca. Aqua Foca.
There it is.
And
Aquafoca.
do not ask an
water.
Italian what that means.
No, I will not. I don't like the Italians. They don't like me. Candace, I haven't forgot. I'm going to run you over. Let me see here. Hold on one second. I got to get to this right fast.
Slingwana said that your speakers are not only loud, but they're very clean. And I know she's running all your speakers in her slingshot. So she's somebody that can give you a definite thumbs up.
If you want an idea as to what the CSW series subwoofers can do, she has 2 of the 12s in there, only 2 12s. And that thing sounds like you've got a fully loaded car. It is insane. And I think she only has them in like a 1 cubic foot enclosure. It's not much at all.
Nice.
Cool.
Speaking of CSWs, we have another 8-inch.
Bro, I gave you time to bring out everything that was on the bed back there. What are you doing holding out product, bro?
So this is going to be basically a competition series. Like Jake said, we were not only focusing on competition. So our idea is anytime we bring out something for competition, we also want to bring out something for the daily driver, the SQ guy, the daily rider. But we also want to push the limits and see what we can do in a 6.5. And I think this one's probably going to handle 3,000 to 5,000 watts.
So that sounds like 2 3,000.1s to me. Get it at maps.com.
Yeah. Yep. 1 per coil.
Christian Gutierrez says, does the PTS 440 have similar 180-degree dispersion like the ribbon tweeters?
Very specific.
Very specific.
Very, very specific. Very good question. Yes, I would say absolutely. So the way that horn works, you're basically splitting the wavefront and you're directing it this way, as opposed to like this way. So yeah, very, very good dispersion, very similar to a ribbon tweeter.
Awesome. Candace, I can't run. Those days are over for me.
They're
Zane,
going back and forth in the messages, him and Candace.
Zane, I love you. That is all I will say about that comment. Let's get to GCME. So the Georgia
Custom
Motorsport Experience, which will be held in Atlanta, Georgia, at the Convention Center, December
4th and 5th.
There it is.
Details.
I don't do those. Ciare will be in attendance at the GCME. Tell me, why do you think, guys, and not just the GCME, and not just the Sound Bullies experience or Bikes and Bass experiences, but all the other platforms that are out there, why do you think, and see, Jake, I'm going to bring you back in, why do you think it's important to be at these things and being out there on the ground?
Well, as I said earlier, it's all our grass like roots approach. So one of the things that I think like makes us unique is, like Mike spoke about before, is that we do have a factory in Eminence, Kentucky. We do have employees there who are working their butts off to build these products for us, to make the best products as possible. What we owe it to them as that the blue collar worker who is in there every day working their butt off. We owe it to them to go out and show these things off, right? And I think going to these events, being able to make those connections is huge. And it's not necessarily a sales approach for me, even though that's what the job is. It's more of connecting and seeing what other people are running, hearing what their sound is, seeing that maybe there's something we're not doing right, or maybe getting insight from somebody else from a different company that says, hey, you guys are killing it, but you're just doing this slightly wrong. Maybe think about doing this. And that's how everybody grows together, and being able to, team up with you guys or team up with Jack Jesse at shows and have booths next to each other and have our bikes parked in front of it, that bikes that you guys build or bikes that Jack Jesse built or another builder built, but also have Ciare on it. And people come over and look and get to see both of those things. It's a positive for everybody all around. And especially something like GCME, being able to participate and be a part of something that big. People talk about SEMA and everything. To have something on the East Coast over here, to represent the East Coast, to represent the Southeast, I think that it's going to be awesome, and we are so excited to be a part of that. I cannot wait for it. First of all, I love the area. I'm a big Metro Atlanta person. I for some reason, I went there in college for a track meet at Emory one year, and I ended up falling in love with the city and have been back to it multiple times since. And I just absolutely love the greater metro area of Atlanta. So I'm really, really excited for GCME.
Jake, don't take this the wrong way, because I'm a large fella as well, right? What did you run in track, or did you shot put? I'm just asking the question. So funny enough, I actually was a cross country runner and a sprinter. So I ran college cross, I ran indoor track, I ran the 800, and then outdoor I ran the 400 and the 4x4.
Oh, wow.
Excuse me, I apologize, my guy.
I've put on quite a bit of weight since my college days.
Hey, we all have, my friend. It's the moon. It's the moonshine.
It happens.
And one thing I was going to say back to what you said, Jake, and some of the comments in here.
Hold on. What are you going to talk about?
Wait, I got more. No, but I wanted to let people know, and what you talked about is one nice thing that we talked about over the phone as well, is having you guys on the ground, hearing what we need and what is missing. And you guys can take it right back and say to your R&D department that's here, hey, we need this. We need to get this done, and actually get it produced here in the U.S. and have it turned around. I believe you said in like 12 months or less, if possible. So that's
they actually said 3 months on our call.
No, I think they said within 12.
Said 3 months.
It's quicker than most.
3 months is
3
our
months.
goal.
Oh, see, now
3 months is the
tell
goal.
me
Yep.
I was right. So, but that's amazing, because one thing we did talk about is being able to say something's needed and get it actually within season almost, So, guys, if there's anything that you think that Ciare needs, or you would love to see, or that it's missing, drop it in the comments. They're going to be checking this out. I know Caitlin's online. Hello, Caitlin.
Caitlin, I wish we could get back to judging the right way. I promise you I do. I swear I do. We'll talk about that offline. One of my day ones, my guy Shane Marion, also known as Store, He asked a question about this 6.5-inch carbon fiber. He said, what is the mounting depth? And for us folks that put it in motorcycles, will we have to modify the pod in any way to get that to drop in? Because the people want to know. So talk to me, Mike.
Yeah. So when it comes, and we get this question very, very often, in terms of will it drop in? We've only been doing this for a couple of years. There are so many different pods.
Would you like me to send you the pods?
We have a lot.
Yeah.
I will send you the pods, and that way you come back and we'll answer that question. If it is able to drop into a pod, I'll send you a Street Glide, a Road Glide. I might have some 2024 pods. I'll send you what I have so you can find out if it is a quick drop in or if it needs modification.
So we're looking at about on this 6.5, 2.25, 2.5 mounting depth.
It's really the basket, right? So most Harley Davidsons, my man Shane, he has a Road Glide. Most Harley Davidsons, the basket is going to be the biggest part, not necessarily the depth of it, because the pod itself is actually pretty deep, but how wide that basket is, especially near the top of it, you have to trim out that ring a little bit, which really frustrates some people. But like I said, if you guys need some pods, I have a plethora, and I'll be more than happy to send
I will send you the address. Well, I'll send you my personal address so I can just test for them at home.
You're in Kentucky, my guy. I will just drive them, and we will get bourbon.
To do the tour.
Okay, that'll work too.
Somebody just asked the most important question of this night. Is there a 10-inch mid base between the Americano and the PW257?
Okay, that's a really good question as well. When
that question was
mid-base,
again Christian Gutierrez.
It looks like he's full of them tonight.
I do. I get my Miami when I say that.
So the current thought is that you can use a 10 for a mid, you can use a 10 for a mid base, you can use a 10 for a woofer, you can use a 10 for a sub. So we're attacking those in those 4 different segments. So we have the Americano 10, that's more of a mid base mid range. We're doing a V2 of the Americano 10. That's going to be neodymium outside voice coil, higher power handling. That's going to be more of the same, basically a higher power version, lighter than the current Ciare Americano. We have a BNC style 10 in development right now. So that's going to be more of a woofer. And then we have the carbon fiber 10 that's going to be of a different style of a mid bass. And then I think at some point we'll have to, we have the Americano 10 subwoofer coming out soon. I would say within the next 3 to 4 months.
All right, man. Hey, Candace, Nashville, I don't know if it's on the way to wherever I'm going, but I will be more than happy to stop in Nashville, run you over as I run through Nashville
to go get his whiskey.
To go get my bourbon. It's bourbon.
My bad. Whiskey, bourbon, one of the two.
Hey, I want to thank both Jake and Mike for being here. We only asked him for 30 minutes, and we're coming up on 50 minutes. Jake's in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, so he's going to get out in them streets. Mike is in Kentucky, so he should get out or not get out and just drink himself into the sheets. That's what I would do. I appreciate both of you guys for being here. The next time I think I'll see at least one of you guys will be June 6th in Maryland at the Bikes and Base Maryland show. It's our first time going to Maryland. It's going to be an amazing time. So again, thank you very much for being here. And for all the things that we're going to do in the future. I'm super excited for it, from the Mavericks family, from the Sound Blaze, from the Bikes and Base family. Other than that, guys,
appreciate you.
Have a good one.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
I have an outro.
Shout out Team